Stewy, do you want to learn about bees today? Oh, yes. Oh, Stewy, bees are really important. They're important because so much of what we like to eat, all the fruits that we eat, the nuts and stuff, all of those are only possible because a bee pollinated a flower. Well, Stewy, the bees are in trouble. We're seeing a lot more beehives kind of disappear. The bees don't seem to make their way home after they've been foraging, and we're seeing that a lot more than we ever have seen it in the past. And people are trying to figure out what's happening with the bees. But you know what, Stewy? There's bees other than honeybees. Yes? There's lots and lots of species of native bees. Do you want to see some of those native bees? Okay, let's go look at them. This shows you some of the diversity in bees that we have here in Iowa. We have over 200 species of native bees. Ooh, just in Iowa, we probably, when Iowa was covered by tall grass prairie, we probably had over 400 species of native bees. These bees, unlike honeybees, they nest as single bees, so they don't form a hive or a colony. Most of them dig holes in the ground and they provision their eggs with pollen. So they go out and they collect pollen and they bring it back and they make a big pollen ball and they lay an egg on it. And when that egg hatches, the baby bee eats that pollen. And then the next spring, the new adult bee emerges. That pollen is food, and you know what bees need besides food for their babies? They need nectar. It's like sugar. It gives them all that energy to fly around all those flowers, Stewy, and collect the pollen and move the pollen around. Bees are part of the ecosystem, and the ecosystem includes the plants and the animals that live in it. And in order to have one, you essentially have to have the other. It's called a mutualism between pollinators and plants. So in order to conserve pollinators, we've got to conserve the plants that they rely on. And if we conserve the plants, we're essentially conserving ecosystems. Well, it's a pleasure talking to you, Stewy.